All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your adorable Miss Sky Bunny here with a playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. Recently, I played through all of these after a wonderful fall sale that I got pretty much all of them for about $10, plus the expansions, except for the second game expansion. I don't know why. Anyways, so I played through the other two on stream, and if you're not following me on Twitch, please do so right now. But I wanted to do an experience just for YouTube. And I wanted to I played through Origins. I did a playthrough of Origins on Twitch. But I want to play through this as if Dragon Age 4 were to come out. If Dragon Age 4 was to come out tomorrow, I want to be my decisions, what I would do. I was doing something a little different on stream because I wanted to try something different. But I didn't like it very much, and I kind of ran through this game super fast. So I want to go back, and I want to play my sweet girl here and romance my favorite character in pretty much all of the series and have the best happy ending that I could possibly think of in all three games. And for me, that is her ruling with Alistair. And I will admit that if I had my ultimate choice, I would be an elf. But unfortunately, in order to marry Alistair and not have the consort bull crappy, you have to be a noble. But at least I can still be a rogue. And I'm also going to go for archery in this. I have not really dived that much into archery in these games because, well, in the second and third game you have Varric. And Varric is awesome. I love Varric. He's probably, after Alistair, my second favorite character in all of the series. I always have Varric in my party, so I never get to do archery because why would you want two archers? You want to, you want to get different people in here, and usually I go mage. In any kind of D&D role-playing scenario, I like to play ranged people. I've always wanted to build a sniper. However, I've not quite found the perfect way to do that yet. So anyways, I thought I would try out rogue archery here. And since I myself am a singer, we're going to go bard. And I haven't decided the second class yet. But in any case, another thing is that I am going to 100% role play. So in the second and third game, Hawk and the Inquisitor have voice actors, but in this game there is none. So I am going to go, once we start, I'm going to go 100% in character. During load screens, I'll probably make comments and stuff, but I think it'll be a fun experience, like playing D&D, but, by yourself. Sad. Corona died. Alright. Anyways, so this is the beautiful Collete, keeping with my theme of anime characters. Now, Collete isn't an anime character, but she is one of my favorite JRPG characters from the Tales of series, if you've heard of it. Collete is specifically from Tales of Symphonia, one of the first games I played in that series. If you haven't played it, go play it. It's amazing. So anyways, let's get into this. I built the character because it takes a while here. And I'm also using mods. So shout out to the mod creators here for making the lovely hair and the eyes. If you have any questions about the mods, please let me know. I will be happy to send you links to them. This is an older game, but I think the last update was like 2018 or something like this for the mods here. Funnily enough, modding for Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 is so much easier than modding for Dragon Age Inquisition. Anyways, let's dive right into it. We're just going to keep our dex and cunning about the same. Get our persuasion because we are noble. So we must have our persuasion. Plus persuasion skills are freaking awesome. You can persuade anyone pretty much. Alright. And of course we need lock picking. Now, let's get in a little bit about Collete. So, Collete is a rogue, which, let's be perfectly honest, a rogue in a noble family makes absolutely no sense, but she's going to be like Arya, okay? she got locked in her room so many times that she learned how to pick it so she could sneak out and meet up with the handsome neighborhood boy. That's where she learned her lockpicking, and she was so jealous of her brothers getting time with her father that she secretly learned how to use a bow. One day her father was walking by and he saw her shoot an arrow straight through the bullseye. Impressed, he let her train with her brother, Fergus, and she became quite a fantastic archer, although she kept the fact that she could secretly open locks a secret. Although her mother would sometimes wonder where some of her jewelry might have gone, but it would find its way back the next day. Oh, I want to make sure that I have her voice correct.
Charmed.
Okay, sweet. So that is how we explain her roguish abilities, and she's quite good at persuasion. And let's just go with pinning shot. And hard, and go.
For generations, your family, the Couslands, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Cousland's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No.
Oh yes,
The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How, you remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
Why is this man here? But of course I have to be polite in front of my father, so...
My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time.
That sniveling little boy. No, thank you.
See what I contend with, Hal? There is no telling my fierce girl anything these days. Make her bless her heart.
Quite talented, I'm sure. One to watch.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Of course the boys go off to war while I'm sitting here at home. But I'll do
Now,
my
that's
best.
what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes?
Oh, but you
There's
don't know
also
that
someone
I
you
can
must
also be a
meet.
cat.
Please, show Duncan in.
Duncan?
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
A grey warden?
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced.
They're real.
Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of
Absolutely
seeing one in
hate that
person,
man's
that's
voice.
true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Of course! The heroes!
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
I don't even know what to say, but my place is here with my family.
Do you hear that, Duncan? My daughter is not interested. So unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription...
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Although he is ruggedly handsome.
Can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Dad, are you trying to get rid of me?
We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
They never let me stay for the war planning. Ever. Feast day? What the heck is feast day? Hello?
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
Oh, may we speak later?
Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner.
I absolutely look forward to it.
As do I. Until then.
I can't wait to hear stories about griffins. Do you think griffins are real? Sir, what are you doing? Put your hand back. That's exactly right. I really don't understand why I'm carrying daggers around when I have absolutely no idea how to use them. But... Hello. You look sad. What's troubling you? Collete is also very friendly with all of the elves. She absolutely loves elven culture. Loves it. Finds it fascinating.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello.
Pardon my abruptness, my lady. It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you. I fear your
You're
hound has the
very
kitchens in
nice.
uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
What? She won't leave. She's been here for absolutely ever.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten
Oh,
off.
he's just a baby. He's not going to do anything.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Why, yes. To the kitchen, then.
Just follow the yelling. When
You
Nan's
handsome
unhappy, she
man,
makes
you.
sure everyone knows it.
That's not out loud. That's in my head.
We really should go after your hound, my lady, before he does something worse.
Tell me about yourself, Sir Gilmore.
Well, you know I've served your father for years, since my own father sent me to squire here. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I take great pride in serving the Turn. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
You would be absolutely...
Only what everyone hears. I never expected to actually see one. So few of them are here in Ferelden. I hear they only recruit the most skilled. It'd be disappointing if that wasn't true.
Then how on earth would Duncan know about my ability? And why wouldn't he want Fergus instead of me? I guess Fergus is what, cocking off to war.
Never. You hear about Darkspawn attacking homesteads and travellers, but I thought they were just stories. I only know that once you become a Grey Warden, your old life is over. There's no going back.
Well, that doesn't sound pleasant.
As you wish. But what if the Grey Warden tries to recruit you? Have you thought about it?
Well, I mean, being a hero of legend certainly would let me show my father and brother that I can truly do something, but I can't leave my family behind, so I really don't know.
I suppose you have many other options. Me? I would give anything to be recruited. Oh, it's no bother. I should make sure that Nan is settled anyhow, or your mother will have my hide.
Alright then, let's go.
Of course, my lady. Lead on.
You know, I hear screaming and I find it absolutely hilarious. We should just listen a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Oh, screaming stopped.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Do not talk about him like that. He is a pure
A
blood
blight
barbarian.
wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down.
Oh no, she's always
please.
like this.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just
Nan,
get him gone.
you
I've
know
enough to worry about
you're
with a
not
castle
going
full of hungry
anywhere.
soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Why do you treat them like that? They're worth as much respect as anyone else in this household.
Surely that's not true.
Lloyd! Out of character, those of you who know Tales of Symphonia, my dog's name is going to be Lloyd.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Oh, but he's so happy! Look at how happy he is. You're such a smart boy, aren't you?
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
No. Oh, Lloyd. Ah! Gross! Gross, 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 gross.
Course.
Get these beasts out of here!
Of course.
Disgusting. Oh, Lloyd, did you leave these in
Giant
here?
rats. It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your
Darling,
hound must have chased them in through their holes.
you have a little
Looks like he wasn't raiding the
something
larder
on your
after all.
face. It certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
You might want to wash your face before you go. Speaking of which... Alright, let us get back into it. Well, I don't know what we're going to do now that we left a bunch of rat bodies in the kitchen, but me and Nan can deal with that. She won't get mad. Don't worry, she's not going to get mad. Not at all.
There he is, as
Larder?
brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Oh, he's not that stupid.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants.
I'm just being honest.
I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes, they're dead. My faithful warhound made sure it's
I
safe.
bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Don't you talk to my beautiful,
Oh,
darling
don't even
boy
start
that
with
way.
the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
You're really just a soft-hearty, aren't you? Alright, time to go find brother.
Good evening, milady.
Good evening! Although it kind of looks like day right now, to be perfectly honest with you. There's absolutely nothing in here, and I don't know why I came in here. Hello! Right, let's head up this way.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Stop. Nan's head exploded and my hound ate the kitchen staff.
Well, at least one of us will have had a decent dinner. Perhaps your hound left something I can feed my guests. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Good day, my lady.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
And
don't listen to her.
clearly...
It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
Well, thank you. Oh, so cute. You're looking handsome yourself.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
Aren't you a peach yourself?
You would think that it would make it easier to make a match for her, not more difficult.
Perhaps your daughter simply has a mind of her own, your ladyship. You should be proud.
Oh, I like him.
Doesn't get me any more grandchildren.
Mother, I can handle my own affairs, thank you.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
Maybe I should go talk to Darren for a little bit. Pardon? Go see if I can talk to Darren.
As you desire.
Oh, hello! Who are
Hello,
you?
my dear girl. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still the same taskmaster,
If the mind
see.
is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
I'm quite familiar with the subject matter.
Perhaps you could make the topic more palatable for these lads and their minuscule intellects.
Well, you do. Very well.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady.
Excuse me? I don't advise insulting me. Your lecturing does lead to yawning.
A pity you don't spend the same care whetting the edge of your mind as your tongue. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Callan had united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elathea Cousland battled Callanhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
Out of character, as many times as I've played this game, I have never come into this room and heard this story. And Calahan let us keep the chain.
Callanhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elathea's men were defeated, Callanhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
During the Lycanthrope plagues.
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern. The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation. During your grandfather's rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Ternier's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
We fought the House. Unfortunate, but we couldn't lose Harper's Ford.
Correct. That caused a rift between the two families. As you might imagine, the Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Callan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Time to end
Thank you
Lenticin,
for
I guess.
indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
Now, boys, I know his lessons are very boring, but at least pretend to pay attention. It makes him very happy, I
Mother
promise.
says the Darkspawn will all be killed, and I won't see one. Will all be killed, and I won't see one. Is that true?
Lloyd. Out of character. It's funny calling him Lloyd because in the game, Lloyd is kind of like Collette. Hello, Darren. You're exactly who I was looking for.
Hello again. Your castle study is wonderful. Might I ask whose collection this is?
It's my grandfather's, but I come here often to read.
So would I. Do you have a favorite book?
The Dragons of Tevinter.
Good choice. Timaeus' theory on the nature of dragons and how they connect to Darkspawn is quite intriguing.
Do you know anything about the Grey Wardens? Well, let's talk about me. I like that topic.
No more than anyone else. Is it true there is one here in the castle? Have you met him?
Yes, it's true. I've met him.
I'd join the Grey Wardens in a heartbeat.
What?
Can you imagine destroying the Darkspawn forever, becoming a hero? But I'd never gain a Grey Warden's notice. I'll have to be happy under your father's command.
So you're going to be riding with my father tomorrow?
Yes, though I don't know when. I will leave when your father does. I'll ride as his second. A glorified squire, more or less. I'll care for his horse and armor and such. It's quite an honor.
Were you consider it honored to do menial tasks?
Unlike you, I am no child of a great house. If I can rise within the ranks of your father's service, it is more than I could normally hope for. I'm a bit surprised that you're not riding alongside your brother. Is that disappointing?
Do I hear snarky in your tone of voice? I liked you because you called me beautiful, and now I'm not entirely sure about that.
True enough. This is no small estate like my own. If you're interested, I shall record what I can during the battle. My writing skills may be lacking, but I hope to convey a true sense of the warrior's experience.
What?
Writing such an important work is one of my ambitions.
Okay, you started off wonderful, and now you're turning into a snob, and I don't like that. So, let's talk about me.
I don't actually know you that well, milady. You're beautiful, capable, But beyond that, a bit of a mystery to me.
What have you heard exactly?
Everyone says you're more likely to succeed the Tarn than your brother is, that the Cousland line has never been stronger. I don't know about here, but outside your castle, people discuss your family a great deal. Some say your father should have been king instead of Caleb.
I didn't know
but
that
it is
either.
just talk, I think, born of affection for your father.
I don't want to get it out. I guess.
I'd like that. What did you have in mind?
Tell me more about
There's
yourself.
not much to tell. I am the eldest son of a minor lord. I can't imagine I'm anyone very interesting to you.
Perhaps we could talk more when you return
I
from
would
the
be
south.
glad of the chance to get to know you better. Until then.
Well, that was absolutely charming. Well, except for he's turned into a snob about books and had that tone of voice.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent.
I knew you were a peach. I absolutely knew you
Greetings
were
once
a
again,
peach.
my lady. Lady Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I
you're
may,
an elf.
I see that you have no ladies in waiting. Is this usual for a noblewoman of your rank?
If I had a maid like yourself, I might consider it.
You are very kind, my lady. I am nobody special. You make me blush.
But you're so adorable.
My family has been in service to hers for many years. Lady Landra elevated my place as a reward for our loyalty. I hope this position might pass to my daughter.
You have a daughter?
Forgive me, I shouldn't have mentioned her.
No, tell me about her. I bet she has your beautiful eyes.
She does. Many people say she looks a great deal like me. I'm the only one who sees her father in her.
It sounds like Lady Landra has been good
Lady
to
Landra
you.
is good to her elven servants. That is not true in many households, but I hear it is in yours. It speaks well of your father to show such compassion.
Oh, I love this. I love this. Absolutely love this. Tell me more about
I
your
am an open book, my lady. What would you like to know?
Where were you born?
Lady Landra's manor is not half so large as your castle, so my family lives in the alienage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anyone special?
No longer. I have little time for such things.
Aww. Have you thought about it?
Between caring for my daughter and Lady Landra, very little. Though I would not rule it out if the right person came along. That is an awkward question. What do you mean? Sometimes, but to be honest, we elves have lost much of our history. Few speak our language anymore, and many do not know what being elven means. We live amongst you, worship as you do, sing the same songs, eat the same foods. I am a Ferelden woman, yet my race will always set me apart.
I didn't mean it like that.
Of course. Farewell, my lady. Good luck on managing this castle in the coming months. I imagine it shall be very difficult.
Thank you very much. You are just a peach, my darling. Absolute peach. Alright. I probably should go
Good evening,
find
my lady.
Fergus before I get yelled at or something. Let's talk to Mother.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
I have a bad feeling about this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Yes, right. Being the ladies of the house, we have to stay here, of course I know.
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Well, I don't know. Would that be so bad?
There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Do you know what Fergus might be?
He's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
I should go, Mother.
I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
I love you too. What brought this on?
You've grown up so fast. And now Bryce is leaving you in charge of the castle. I suppose there's no point in dwelling on it. Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Ooh, excuse me while I just open this door. Thank you. I don't know even what is in here, but you know, look me, locked doors can't be locked forever. They must be opened. A locked door is just an opportunity to be open. Let's see, Fergus's room. Bollocks! I can't open that door apparently.
Lovely.
Oh, that door. Bloody doors needing actual keys to open them. What is the world coming to?
Is there really going to be a war, Papa?
Oh, sweet
Will
Oren.
you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
No darkspawn could harm Fergus.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Don't say that, Oriana. Do you really think the war will be over
Word from the
quickly?
south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
I bring a message from Father. He wants you to leave without him.
Then the Jarl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards.
It is a little weird, isn't it?
Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead. So little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Fergus will be fine.
I keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it.
Fergus!
For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
That's
A
actually very
wench
close.
is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a
Father.
woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Father!
Nice. Maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
Of course I will, although she can handle herself.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
All right, let's save.
You should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my darling daughter. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Cousland name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear girl. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
But it's hard to not worry about you.
Ah, I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
No. He hasn't. I was just
If a blight is
wondering.
truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
Is sending all our forces
When the
south a
king
good
demands
idea?
it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
I'll do my best, I swear.
I know you will. You are a Cousland, after all. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us. I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a sensible woman. That much is clear.
You're gonna make me cry.
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Auntie?
I wish you wouldn't call me that.
But you're my auntie. What else could I call you, silly?
Your aunt no doubt thinks it makes her sound too old, Orin.
It does.
But she is old.
I
Not
am
as old
not.
as you, Mama.
This is your influence, Fergus.
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Auntie? Then I can fight evil too.
I don't use a sword,
Take
darling.
That, dire bunny. Oh,
Bunny?
Darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
You sound I'm not much.
How about poison? Can I learn about that?
I'm thinking no.
Oh, I never get to do anything.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see a sword up close real soon. I promise.
He has to have poison. Is poison just a normal thing in this family? Like, they know their daughter makes poison? I mean, I clearly have it.
If you should need any assistance in the
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
Ugh. Have fun on the long march in the cold.
A warm bed doesn't sound so bad now, come to think of it. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
Of course. Right, Mother?
Best do as your father says, darling.
You should be on your way,
I'm
pup.
sorry, I didn't mean to click
Long
on
day
you.
ahead tomorrow. I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a sensible woman.
meant to click on
How much is clear.
Lloyd, come here, darling. Let's go to bed even though the light's still out. Pet. Oh, what a good boy. Such a good boy. All right, let us be off to bed. Ooh. So I've actually never explored the castle that much. That was fascinating. I absolutely loved it. What's going on? What's that there? More rats? What's wrong, boy? Is someone out there?
My lady, help me! The castle is under attack!
I'm in my underwear! Wait, boys, just pause one moment, please. Thank you. Okay. Luckily, I can transform in an instant. Alright, just one more second. I have to do my hair. Alright, okay, come on.
Now this should be okay.
Alright, now this
As you desire.
bugger. Why on earth does he have How Archer over his head? Is that his name? So why is my name floating over my head? Strange currents going on here. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Give me that bow. Why I don't have my own is beyond me, but... Must check on fighters. What? Who now? Get off of me, you disgusting man! Why did I bother? Fine, if you want to keep chasing me, Lloyd will bite into your ass. That's exactly what I thought.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay, I'm fine.
A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
They betrayed us.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself.
Not if I get to him
Have you
first.
seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I haven't. I was in my room.
We must find him.
We should check on Oriana and Orion.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
Alright, first let me get all the loot off their bodies. We never know what we might need. Oh, and I suddenly feel inspired. Lloyd also feels a sudden surge of power. And Mother, we should probably equip you. Oh, there we go. All set. Alright, let's check on... Wait a moment. Oh, right. That was the man I slew earlier. Of course.
Dear me, what's all the fuss? Mom, what to do?
Lost! Here they are!
Clearly we need more practice.
Of course.
Oh my, now that is precious.
Good job, good job. Well done, well done. Right. First.
And so I shall.
No! Why, how could you do such an awful thing?
My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
What? Why would they do this?
Hal is not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Okay, just close your eyes while I look around the room. Okay. I also feel the need to save.
Of course.
Oh, dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
She wasn't even part of our family. What on earth is this idiot doing? What, just slaughter everybody? She had nothing to do with us.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
I don't want you to endanger Mother.
My only grandchild is a ravaged corpse. What do I care about danger? The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Is there nothing else? We can't just let him win.
Listen, darling. We haven't much time. If we can't find your father, you must get out of here alive. Without you and Fergus, the entire Cousland line dies here. If Howe's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
Alright, first we have to go to the treasury to get our sword. Alright. Go that way, and then...
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Don't be a coward,
Yes,
stand
my
and
lady.
fight!
Here they come!
Yeah! You're dead! I'll cut you down!
The Cousland will not fall to the likes of you! This is our home!
Alright, I feel men are attacking me. Get off.
Die, you fiend!
Get off of me. That way goes to the dining room, pantry. We want to go this way.
And so I shall.
And so I shall.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Cousland family blade lies inside. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Howe's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
Perfect.
Of course.
Mother, I didn't know you're such a beast. Fortunately, she can't hold that though. Alright, let's get going.
What's all the fuss? As you desire.
You'll never be my
This is our home!
You know, servant, who does not have a name, you are actually quite powerful. You are doing a bang-up job if I've ever seen one. Maybe you should have thought about being a knight.
We're being attacked by a shore. My word.
Come on!
Right away.
I'll cut you down!
I do not fear death. I have nothing else to lose.
If I must.
Mother, you are getting way too close there.
Come and face me if you dare. You have wounded me.
indeed. Oh my gosh. It's ransacked absolutely everything. Oh no, we must get that mage.
Where is everyone else?
I have nothing else to lose!
Someone hit this idiot who's on me.
And so I shall.
Get on them! Attack! How dare you!
It's really hard to hit people when they're running like that.
Ow, that one bit me!
Well, I'm not.
Of course he did, because he's my...
Go, man the gates. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
Oh, that treacherous bastard!
When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
We need to find Father.
When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Oh, what about you? You are doing, once again I say, you are doing a fantastic job. Keep it up, my dear boy. Keep it up.
And so I shall.
Did you not hear, Sir Gilmore? We must go while we can.
I mean, he's doing quite a good job. He's letting me loot all these bodies while I wait. How exactly far away is it? Okay, where is it?
It's a fight. Hurry up.
We must
So
get out.
I shall.
They're slaughtering everyone!
Make her help us! We must get
Stay
out!
with us.
They're slaughtering
Stay with
everyone!
us. Stay with us. No, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are they going?
Let us get along.
I do not fear death. I have nothing else to lose. We must stop them. I'll go.
Did we get another person? Nothing in here. This is not the right way, is it? I keep going the bloody wrong way in this bloody castle that I can never figure out. Go down here, then we take a right. And then we think very pleasant thoughts in our head. We'll always remember this moment until we
You'll just get
override it.
along. No. Well, if I must.
We're under attack!
You a new one!
Now this should be
Get out of my way!
Oh my.
Come and face me if you dare.
Alright. How dare you! Call yourself a knight. A knight is noble. You would never, ever attack innocent people, and therefore I am stealing all of your things. Well, I guess you don't need them anymore because you're dead. Haha.
there you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
We need to get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Then we have to drag you out.
Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes! Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
You can tell him yourself, Father.
I wish I could go. Oh.
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the Turn is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Thank you for... Can you do something about Hal?
Not here. There are too many men, and they seem as willing to kill me as they are all of you. Flight is the only option.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
What? Are you... What? No, I won't agree to such a thing. Oh, no, this one.
The king will see justice done. The Grey Wardens, however, must face the Darkspawn above all else.
He is right, pup.
I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes down.
And what about what I want? I am not leaving
Then
you.
I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I am sorry, but a Grey Warden's duties take precedence even over vengeance.
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Make him wrong, pup. See that justice is done. Our family always does our duty first. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go. For your own sake and for Ferelden's.
If this is your last request of me, then I will for you.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Hal's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
I'm not leaving both of you behind. You can
Hush,
just
Bryce.
stand.
I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
Mother, I won't let you sacrifice yourself. No, I'm gonna say this. I love you so much.
Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
It's fun role-playing, isn't it?
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cousland.
Whew, hit me with a spot of handsome.
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, Your Majesty. My name is Collete.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
You don't know what's happened.
News from the north has been unreliable. What's happened?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
I am not eager to tell him, Your Majesty.
Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Oh, I think they're... Thank you.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do.
You must have a lot of
I must
time
go
on your
before
hands.
Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What do you have him do? Do you think there's any danger?
Absolutely. We sent a call to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, and hope they will reach us before the archdemon does. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business.
What?
The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
All right, and it just crossed, so I guess we're going to leave this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the role-playing aspect and the impromptu voiceover. Please like if you liked it, and follow my channel on YouTube and Twitch, and have a good night or day or wherever you are in the world. Toodaloo!